Hey everyone, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. Can you feel the excitement in the air? What are you most looking forward to about Christmas? I asked several kids what they love most about Christmas. Here's what they had to say.
My favorite scene is when he brings special presents, and I think he's gonna bring me the most is because I got rid of a lot of toys.
Getting presents. I love eating Christmas cake. No cookies.
Did you notice something? Almost every kid mentioned something about getting presents or eating food and candy. It was all about them. But Christmas isn't supposed to be all about me. It's supposed to be about others. More specifically, it's about Jesus. Of course, there's nothing wrong with getting presents or eating cookies or candy. Those things are fun. But sometimes we can get so wrapped up in what we get for Christmas. We can become very selfish during Christmas time. Someone who definitely got selfish during the real Christmas story was King Herod. When King Herod heard that a baby had been born as king of the Jews, all he could think about was himself. He didn't think of anyone else. Now that's selfish. Today in your lesson, you're going to learn how King Herod's selfishness caused all kinds of trouble. You're going to learn how we need to avoid being selfish during Christmas. After all, it's not about me, it's about him. Well, this is Lauren signing off until next time when I introduce you to another star in the real Christmas story.
What's up? Everybody, it's me, the SKI to the double TLES, Skittles in the hizzy, and I'm ready to tell you what's up. Today, we are talking about Herod, that old selfish king. So every time somebody asks you what's up, you tell them it's not about me, it's about him. Oh yeah, it's really easy to start thinking about ourselves at Christmas time. All we can think about is how much we want that latest toy, video game, or giant stuffed animal. Oh, Teddy, can you get off of me? I think I broke my pancreas. But during Christmas time, we don't need to be selfish and thinking about ourselves. We need to be thinking about how can we help others. And more importantly, we need to remember that Christmas is about Jesus, not me. So anytime somebody asks you what's up, you tell them it's not about me, it's about him. And that is what's up. I got a rainbow of flavor and I'm living for my Savior. Skittles out. Merry Christmas, baby.
Today's Bible story is found in the book of Matthew chapter 2. This part of the real Christmas story focuses on a character that you may not have heard much about. He's not talked much when it comes to the Christmas story that is told and retold, but his name is King Herod. King Herod was the king of Judea, where many of the Jewish people lived, and by this time he was old and very sick, and he was not a very good king. He was always looking out for himself and didn't treat his people very fairly. Rather than being a king that ruled because of the people that respected and honored him, he was a king that ruled over his people, making them afraid of him. One day, King Herod got a visit from 3 wise men who had come from a long distance. The wise men arrived in Jerusalem and went straight to the palace of Herod, and they asked him, "Where is the new king of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose in the east, and we have come to worship him." Well, King Herod was confused. After all, he was the king of the Jewish people. Who could these wise men be talking about? Herod asked some of his priests, his philosophers, and they gave him the answer. The new king of these wise men they were talking about was the Messiah, the one whom God was sending to save the world from their sins. King Herod got very angry. He was not excited about the possibility of losing his throne to this baby. So King Herod made a selfish plan. Herod told the wise men, "Go to Bethlehem and then come back and tell me where the new king is staying. I would like to worship him also." The truth is, King Herod had no intention of worshiping Jesus. King Herod was hoping the wise men would tell him where to find Jesus so that they could send soldiers to kill the newborn king of the Jews. Herod selfishly wanted to hold on to the power himself. He didn't care about Jesus. He cared all about himself. The wise men left Herod and traveled until they arrived at the home where Jesus was staying in Bethlehem. After they presented their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to Jesus, they decided to return home without telling Herod where King Jesus was staying. This made Herod very angry. So Herod ordered the soldiers to go to Bethlehem and kill every baby boy under 2 years old. But God spoke to Mary and Joseph and warned them to leave the town before the soldiers arrived. Jesus was safe and sound, away from the selfish King Herod. We have to remember that we must not focus on ourselves at Christmas time. Remember the what's up? It's not about me, it's about him. And through the story of King Herod, we can learn that selfishness sometimes has very ugly consequences if we let it take root in our lives. We need to remember that ultimately we need to learn that Christmas is about forgetting oneself and focusing on Jesus, the reason for the season.